All right, welcome back to V5 Golf, where every swing counts. I like going to the range, and this is a warm-up to the overview. Again, the detail is great, especially if you're trying to really dial in your swing. But what I like to do is do a little warm-up here. One of the benefits of having an indoor simulator like we have here, let's see here, I've grabbed the 8-iron, so let's go back here, select 8-iron, is you're working out your swing, right? So one of the PGA professionals recommended warm-up routine. So I'm working through that right now. So grabbing one of the RCT Titleist balls. So if you're using the Garmin R10 and Awesome Golf, you want to use the RCT golf balls. It really does enhance the data. Just a warm-up routine here. And it's 5 shots, half swing, half speed, right? Just make good contact. All right, so just making contact with the ball, warming up. The thing that's neat about Awesome Golf is you can, again, you have your speed there, bottom left, club head speed. You can see I did a little pull draw. You can see the direction of the club path in relation to the golf ball itself. So again, we're just warming up here. So 5 shots, half swing. Let's see if we can't straighten it out some. There we go, a little fader, 50 miles an hour, club head speed. Just warming up, so that's shot 2. Let's do shot 3. The thing that's nice is at your own pace. You've already invested the money to your setup, and you're just working things out. Does this really give you shot data? If you hit it, if you shank it to the left, shank it to the right, I mean, you can see on the screen, guys, that's it gives you all that data. All right, let's straighten it up here. Doing too much talking. Just hit the ball, right? Hit the ball. There we go. Hit the golf ball. Anybody else talk to themselves when you're on the course? Right, there you go. 8-iron, 70 mile an hour club head speed, 90 mile an hour ball speed, launch angle, spin. Gives you your estimated carry and rollout. But again, the rollout is, I don't know if you notice at the top right, you have your green, like the little grass symbol. That's your green speed. So, all right, let's do another shot. Right, just hit the ball. There we go. Boom, perfect. Once you're warmed up, and I think I've taken enough shots, and it's up to you if you want to leave this microfiber. The thing that's nice about this microfiber is, yes, it helps discipline. You get instant feedback when you hit that, when you hit it. But what's nice about the microfiber towel is it still hangs on. It grips your mat. It doesn't go flying. Because I think it was like Bryson had a video with like the blue tape. Same concept, blue tape, and if you hit the blue tape, then you hit too far back and you're chunking the ball. But the microfiber towel stays in place. You'll see it move, and you'll know that you've made the miss hit, but then the towel stays put. So recommend that. And of course, there's other drills that you can do. You can put 2 tees left and right of the golf ball, but I just, I'm working on the contact. Try not to chunk it. All right, so after you're warmed up, the next thing I like to do, backing out, is go to the range and then do the approach shots. This thing is great. You go to the top left where the pin is. It's called pin shuffle. Turn it on. I like doing 5 shots. My distance 30 yards to 180. Again, approach shots. So we're working on our approach shot, right? The biggest thing is you want that ready to hit on the bottom left hand of your screen. So we have it, it's ready to hit. Let's go ahead and waggle our golf club. Yep, you see how it goes to connected and then ready to hit. And so be aware of that, especially if you're like, man, I keep getting mishits. If you waggle your club quite a bit and it doesn't say ready to hit, then it's going to miss your shot. So 90 yards, I've gripped down on my 54 degree wedge. About, full to 3/4 swing. Let's see if we can hit the green. Like I said, that is my miss all day, is to the right. Been working on it. That's why I'm in here. One more time. To the right again. Let's get dialed back in. Just hit the ball, right? Settle back in. All right, so far we got nothing. But at least I'm inside, right? Working on my swing. There we go. That was a good hit. Finally. You're like, can this guy even hit a golf ball? That's why I'm out here practicing at the moment and walking you through my routine. So we've got one green hit. Okay, let's choke down again. Here we go. There we go. I choked down a little bit more because I went a little bit further on that one. So again, we have success landing on the green. But what's neat is you get 5 shots and then it just shuffles. So now we get to work on our 150 yard shot. So I believe that's a 7 for me. Whatever it is for you, go for it. You'll notice I have the microfiber towel down just for a few shots and then I move it out of the way. Strong grip. Like they say, the setup's most of your shot. Let's see if I can't get a good hit. To the right. And you'll notice I hit another floating green, so it gave me credit for that. But that is something to note, that if you do shank it left, right, like I just did, and then it lands, it'll give you credit for hitting a green. So that's fun. All right, here we go. Short, hit it fat. I saw the microfiber towel move. Splish splash. Get something on the green. Topped it. Do you get a hit it fat again? Do you get accurate ball data with something as inexpensive as the Garmin R10, when you have all the other expensive golf simulators or golf launch monitors? Do you get data? And you see we're getting data real time. All right, let's hit this. So this is our last shot at 150. Come on, get a good hit. Topped it. So it gives you pretty good feedback. And I am a hacker for sure. And that's why I wanted to get it. So not wasting time at the range, wasting money on range balls when just do the one-time expense for these things. I saw another YouTuber, when it came to golf simulator screen, was using a bed sheet. And so that's what I've got there in front of me. Is the bed sheets I've got curtains that we weren't using on the right. On the left, I have just a dowel, wooden dowel going across, zip tied together. You know, we went ahead and sewed the seams on the curtains so the balls don't go through. We have duct tape, Gorilla duct tape around the edges of the screen, and then you get a simple Harbor Freight, what do you call that? I forget what those things are called. Grommet, yeah, that's it, grommet tool. And then plug your holes through the duct tape to make your grommets, you know, match them up on both sides. You get bungee, little bungee balls, as it were, and then connect everything up. And you have a golf simulator at a fraction of the cost of the more expensive ones, and it gets the job done. Especially if you're new, trying to improve, and you're shooting like me, right? Why dump thousands of dollars into, you know, into a golf simulator setup when there's a lot of golf still yet to learn? I mean, scratch golfer, professional golfer, you know, you need more information, you need more data, you need a better setup, by all means. Again, I'm topping it. Toppins left and toppins right. All right, that's 4. All right, hit the ball, 120. Let's give you guys something to look at. Here we go. Topped it again. All right, so that's exciting. So nothing on the 120, 60 yard. This one's simple. 60 yard is the full send 60. Supposed to be. Let's see if we can actually hit a golf shot here today, guys. 60 yards, full send 60. All right, I rushed that one. I noticed out of the corner of my eye that the Garmin R10 wasn't blinking green. It was red. So I sped through that one. Here we go. Full send 60 on my 60 yard shot. Get another full send 60. Right. And that's the thing that's beneficial. I keep saying that. But you figure out your clubs, you know, your swing. Yeah, that one, I got a hold of that. So, it went all the way across the other green. So, but you figure out your swing, your shot. There we go. And dial things in. Let's see here, what was that, 4? Let's do 5. Let's get that percentage past 40%. Let's get that percentage, the top right of your screen. Oop, that's long gone. I am top ramen today. 100 yards. All right, that's a full send 54 degree wedge is 100. Supposed to be. And I know on camera, let's see if we can't get a 100 yard shot. To the right. Oh, a little bit too much. Yep. Too much. Let's slow it down. Slow it down a little bit. Chunked it some. The microfiber towel moved. All right. There we go. Was that enough? That may have been too slow. Nope, good bounce. Got the members bouncing. Awesome golf. Thank you. All right, let's do it again. Let's work this out. There we go. Getting better. We have 2 more shots here. A little chunky on that one. A chunky monkey. I still made it. I'll take it. All right, we're over 40%, guys. Let's see if we can't keep that stat moving in the right direction. Nice. I'll take it. I'll take it. 30 yards. Now, interesting opportunity here. Does the Garmin R10, let's move this out of the way, record chip shots? Yes, it does. So for me, I've got to do, for 30 yards, I have to choke down on my 60, pull it back like I'm putting, and then follow through. Right, and that's about 30 for me. So, ready? Here it is live. That was actually a little too, not enough. You saw, what was that, a 17-yard chip with like a quarter backswing putt stroke and then through, and you saw my pace and my speed. It was very slow. I know there's, our Garmin R10 can't get that slow chip. It can. I mean, that's a sub 20-yard chip shot. All right, but let's get 30. A little bit too much. Yeah, I topped that one. Right, so there's a miss hit, so 4 yards, carry, 16 yards roll out because I topped it, didn't stay down. And so does the Garmin R10 work for chip shots? And can I, improve my feel and, get dialed in? Absolutely. There we go. A little too far. So that's a 38-yard carry, 44-yard rollout. Let's get 30. Nope. Not threw that one to the right. All right, have this last one. Land it. Let's get a 30-yard for the viewers at home. Come on, Vaughn. A little bit much. That may be another 40. Yeah. Felt like a 40. So chipping is where the money's made. All right, so 125. That's my 8. And yes, Awesome Golf is missing the 130. So you have to use the 125. There we go. A little better. Need to bring it over some though. But that's the nice thing about it, is you get to see your shot shape and what you need to work on. Brought it over a little bit more. There we go. That's better. Nice. Yeah, see, check that out, guys. The spin and the rollout. All right. And that was like the first shot to the right. Got 2 more. Oop, I'm down to 39. Let's dial it in. Let's dial it in. That's right again. Yeah, my miss has been right lately. So let me double down and really get the follow through. Let's clear the body. Topped it to the left. But that's the neat thing about practicing, is you can feel it. So 180, let's see, I think that's on a good day. That's my 3 hybrid. Today, like I said, I'm 37. I'm a 37% greens hit, so I'm usually like 44, 43. So let's see if we can't get a good hit. All right, so about 150. Yeah, 157 carry, 160. Let's turn off our indoor AC. Just having that machine, you know, it's a portable AC unit over here. Cool things off, but it's been running. To the right. See if that helps us out. And that's another pro tip. You know, if you have a AC unit that runs in your space, sometimes that unit being on interferes for whatever reason with the radar unit. So let's see if that, turning that off helps us out. So 165, that's typically on a good day, and I'm down to 35% greens hit percentage, so this isn't a good day, but it's the 4 hybrid. So let's give it a good whack. All right, club head speed 75, so I'm a little slow on the club head speed. Distance, it's reflecting, and I'm to the right still. To the right again. All right. But there it is. Shot data, direction, spin. And in the bunker. And we're down to 33%. And I usually go about 50 shots, so to the right again. It looks like with the AC off, we're getting better better connectivity. All right, come on, Vaughn. Hit the ball. Chunked it. Yeah, and again, it reflects accurately on the screen. All right, 90 yards. We got this one, guys, don't we? 90 yards. What it was, shot 45? Yeah, so last 5 shots. It is 54. Choke down. 54. Right hands down to pride for golf pride. Left. Been missing right all day, and we're now but there's, yeah, see, look, 82 rolled out 90. So that's it. Just got to dial our direction in. Topped it. That one's gonna fly. Yeah. So we're chipping. We're chipping for that one. Anybody else watching Oakmont US Open? Left. That looks like a hard course. Got pros in the, what was it, like, was it plus 10 or something? I saw. And then was it Roy saying that he shot an 81 in a practice round? You know, that rough is thick. And I did notice all the pros throwing their golf balls. Did we get one? I think we got a green hit. Rolling their golf balls or putting for like, 100 yards out. It just rolls. So interesting course. Left again. All right. So there we go. Shot 50. Today, I'm at 30% accuracy. So as everybody can see, I've got a lot of work to do. But wanted to run you through awesome golf. The Garmin's working a lot better now that I have the AC off. I probably should have thought about that sooner, but just another pro tip if you have similar issues like I did. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. Do I recommend lessons? Absolutely. I hope this demonstrates the capability of the Garmin R10 and Awesome Golf with, again, the Titleist RCT balls. Highly recommend it. Again, cheap setup here for me. Works pretty well. I do want to think about getting maybe another set of curtains to go up and over, to grab those shots that fly a little high left and right, because I'm still learning and shanking things, and that prevents the balls popping out. So if this has helped you, great. We'll keep working on the swing, and God bless. Have a great rest of your day.